What's up, adventurers? Welcome back to another video. This video is going to be a little different. I want to try and kind of walk you guys through my life, kind of explain what's going on. So there's definitely going to be some big moments. We'll get to that in a little bit. First, start out with what is this video? So I decided I can't quite do the big adventures that I want every single weekend to kind of give you guys content. So in the meantime, what I thought about doing is there's a lot of stuff that I do that's exciting, but I can't quite film it. I'm still going to try and film what's going on in my life, but this video is going to be kind of the condensed version. What happened in the week, and you guys are going to be a part of it. So the first thing is, I'm going to start every video with kind of a recap. What happened last? So last weekend, I got to go up to Universal Studios. I actually thought about bringing my vlog and my camera and all my equipment to vlog it for you guys. But at the last minute, the morning of, I decided to scrap it. I was actually going with a friend and was just trying to enjoy Universal and not to have to bring the hassle of the camera and all the gear and everything. Instead, just me and Andrea went up to Universal Studios. We went up, this was my first time ever being in Mardi Gras, going to Mardi Gras. This is my first time ever going to Mardi Gras. And so Andrea loves Mardi Gras. This is her favorite time of year. My favorite, obviously, Halloween Horror Nights. Her favorite, Mardi Gras. So we decided to go up and we spent the day mostly doing Men in Black, which is obviously my favorite ride, as some of you guys know. Met up with one of my friends who just happened to be there the day of, and we had an all-out contest. It was so much fun. It was honestly the most fun I've ever had in a theme park. We got together and basically created a competition. So me and this friend can max out almost every time. Hardly any problems. We decided to get the carts involved. So we decided we would ride against each other. If you guys know, there's two sides.
John, Jamie.
We got this. Green side today.
It's at the very end, it's a competing score. We decided to do that, but we rode on opposite sides and we tried to get both carts involved in the run. So we basically pitched it as like both of us max out the cart. It's up to you guys to determine who's the winner. So it was a lot of fun. We got both carts multiple times involved in really trying to shoot for a high score. It was very close. I have to say, I think we ended up tying, so I don't know if anybody really won. But the people in the cart with us definitely had a blast. I could tell they were all enjoying it. One run, my team ended up beating him by 14,000 points. The closest I've ever seen on Men in Black. It was ridiculous. So close, so much fun. The other thing that we got to do, so after we rode Men in Black for a while, I have never gone up to Mardi Gras for Universal Studios, ever. So this was my first ever event. We went up, and Andrea, she knows all the ins and outs. We decided to try and ride the float. For those of you who don't know, Universal Studios has a float ride, obviously during Mardi Gras, where you can actually be a part of it. It doesn't cost any money, just the luck of a draw, or you can actually pre-register early. I didn't pre-register because I had no interest in going to Mardi Gras, but decided to try it out. And the last minute, I'm talking the absolute last minute, we were trying from 4 o'clock. The parade starts at 7:45. We tried from 4 o'clock all the way up until 7 o'clock trying to get in. The last running was 7 o'clock. For those of you who don't know, you use your phone. There's a little app, the Universal Studios app. You use that to try and reserve a slot on the float. There was 5 of us in our group that we were hanging out with. Me, Andrea, John, who we rode Men in Black with, and John had a couple friends that he met up with And so the 5 of us were trying to secure a spot on the float. We were waiting around from 4 o'clock all the way on. The last drawing was at 7. We didn't think we were going to get picked. Multiple people around us kept getting picked. We did not get picked. Morale was very low. We didn't think we were going to do it. To me, wasn't that big of a deal. I was okay with it. In the last moment, we probably had 5 minutes left. I checked my phone and tried one more time and managed to secure a spot. Unfortunately, not for 5, but I'm lucky enough for 2 slots on the float. We did it. We scored a slot. We got to go on the float. It was so much fun. I did not even think I was going to enjoy it. I was mostly doing it for Andrea. She loves the float. I know this is her thing, so I was like, let's do it. Why not? We're here.
Having fun?
Yeah. Alright, so that was last weekend. Now let's get to this weekend. What are we doing this weekend? So, the main thing is flying. We're still working on my pilot's license. 2 weeks ago, I had done my long cross-country flight. So I was in the plane by myself, soloing. I spent almost 4 hours in the plane by myself, navigating, working the radios, everything. Solo in the plane. It was so much fun, so exciting, and to know this is one of my last checkboxes to check before I get my pilot's license. It was so awesome. So this weekend is going to be some more flying. Luckily, I have finished all my long flights, so I should not have to do any more long flights. And we're basically gearing up to be finished with the pilot's license. Hopefully, I'm going to talk to my instructor and figure out basically a final date. We are very, very close. We're ending it. I'm hoping I want to shoot for end of March. I don't know if that's doable for him. We'll talk to the instructor and see what he thinks. Because I have a super huge announcement to make. I am moving to Washington State. That is right. We are going from Florida all the way up to Washington State. Such a huge move. It's awesome. Little nervous. A lot of excitement. The main reason we're moving is Alex got a job. So you guys saw in probably my last video, Alex is my long distance girlfriend. She lives in California currently. She's finishing up school. We actually met while she was in Florida, and then she moved to California to finish up her school. She's finishing up in May, and then she will be she accepted a job offer in Washington. So we will be moving in May to Washington. So with that said, there's going to be a lot of little videos in preparation for that. So in these videos, I want to talk about everything that's going on. The biggest thing I can tell you guys to stay tuned for, we are driving. We are going to take a cross-country drive from Florida all the way up to Washington. This will be awesome. This is going to be great vlog content for you guys. We're going to try and vlog the whole thing. Not sure too much about the details, and we haven't worked out the route just yet. We're still working on that. This is the very beginning stage. She basically just accepted the job offer this week, so it's basically just becoming a reality. We're working on right now finding a house. She's already got a job, so I need to find a job, so I have all the stress that comes with that. I am an x-ray tech, so I take x-rays for a living, and the one big thing that I have to do, I need to transfer my license from Florida to Washington. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this should not be a complicated process, more so just a long drawn out process. This is mostly just going to be filling out paperwork, sending it to the Florida Department of Health, and then they should hopefully send their stuff to Washington's Department of Health, and then I will send the rest of my paperwork over to Washington's Department of Health, and hopefully my license should be transferred. Should not have any issues getting a job. I will miss everybody down here. It's definitely heartfelt, and we're moving on to better things though. Washington, mountains, finally, something I've always wanted. I cannot tell you how excited I am to leave Florida. I will miss my family and my friends and Universal and Men in Black mostly. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So make sure you guys stay tuned, adventure out, and adventure off.